Hey guys, welcome back. This is C-Rock, and here we are back in our Egyptian campaign. I do have some unfortunate news about the campaign. I found out yesterday that there was a giant, massive bug in the Steam version of DEI, and I fiddled around with it a lot, and basically I couldn't get Steam DEI to work. And I ended up having to re-download the whole mod, and the saved game files are now busted. You know, so I may have to start the whole game on over again. I don't know what I'm gonna go ahead and do. We'll at least start the whole thing over again. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off, kind of type of thing, turn-wise, or just start from the beginning and just show it from beginning. If you guys really want to put in your own opinion, let me know. All right, but basically, I was not too pleased with Steam about that. I don't know what the hell was the problem with the thing. It's ridiculous. Anyway, you know, you deal with mods so much because that's the only way you can play with the game. But when CA puts in their updates and all these Steam bugs, it's just like, how can we fuck the players? How can we fuck them? They're not playing the vanilla game. Well, probably because you made it shitty, you dumbasses. Anyways, so here I am going on down to capture this city over here, by the Blemies. It's the only city that they have left. It's the only city they started out with to begin with, too. So. And we'll just get into me describing what happens on this one. There will be one more episode after this episode in this turn, or in this fraction as Egypt, and then will be, you know, starting over from the beginning, or you'll see it from later on. Most likely I'll probably just start over from the beginning again, just because all these usually go a different way some of the time with me. But anyway, so here we are. We're trying to make peace with them. They don't want to accept being a satrap, so they don't do that. But oh well. I'm going ahead and getting that technology. We're gonna go ahead and move on down here, see what else is going on. And as you guys can also see, that I am doing live episodes now, where I'm messing around with it. I'm kind of just tweaking a bunch of my tests to see what works best with the bit rate and everything. This is my first time that I've ever streamed, that I ever have done anything live. And I found out I could do it with my GPU instead of my CPU. I'm using, you know, OBS or whatever, and it works a lot better with my GPU, because my CPU is not really that good. It's, you know, an i5 6500, you know. It's, I guess, crap. Compared to the Ryzen 5, or whatever the hell else is the latest thing, or the i9 89,000. The new T model series. John Connor will defeat it. Sorry. Anyway, so here we are back in this, and we kind of just moved around. These guys were checking on they see their relationship with each other. They're very friendly with each other, so obviously Oxum does not like that I'm probably attacking the Blimmies, but whatever, that doesn't matter to me. I don't know if they're allied, though. It didn't look like it. They're just very friendly. So they might be trading, at least. As I continue to move down there. They do have an army right there, Oxum. So they were trying to, I guess, beat my army to their city or something. Something like that, I guess. But they weren't able to. So they didn't. And I couldn't attack them. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and attack them with my hero there, and I end up wounding him. I think the spies are just very weak in this mod. Which is, I guess, good because the computer does just spam the living daylights out of them on you when they're really strong. So, you win some and you lose some benefits. So I end up upgrading to Egyptian settlements over here, I believe. And that'll help my growth in that area. I'm gonna go ahead and put a upgrade on my general over here. And I think I was gonna go ahead and pick a household thing too for him. I didn't pick the Sword of Alexander, but that is one of the household things. That sword right there. That's, I think I already equipped that to somebody else. The Sword of Alexander. Yes. I don't know how well that sword is right now. Technically, it's what, 276 BC. Literally 100 years later, right? After Alexander, give or take. So, Alexander was more around, what, 320-ish BC, I want to say? I might be wrong on that exactly. I know it was in the 300s. Okay. So that sword is pretty old. But anyway, it's not too old, though. It is still, 276 BC over there, down the corner. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and siege this place. I'm gonna go move these guys on in to back them on up. Unfortunately, all their armies have moved out, so they really don't have anybody helping them. So I auto-resolve this, and I'm stuck trying to figure out what I should pick. Should I pick to liberate it? Should I pick to subjugate it? Or should I pick to occupy it? And I end up occupying it, where I think I should have actually either liberated or subjugated them. Maybe liberate would have been the best option, but oh well. And I guess it all depends upon if you want to own all these cities in the end and occupy them all and make the entire place blue or your color, whatever your color is. Yeah. I don't know if it really matters that much, like, in Attila, where if you occupy one, you probably should occupy them all in that province, you know? Or else you're it's just a pain in the ass. Anyway, so we ended up occupying it, and we found out that their other army is just on the out of reach, you know, just out of reach, unfortunately. So all the other stuff we're not going to upgrade yet. I kind of wanted to wait to do that. So, oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that, and then hit end turn. And now they have quite a few armies, Axum, I noticed. I'm kind of curious. I was kind of curious how many armies they had, because they have those two full big armies, and I decided to send my spy on down here, or my hero, because I got him back after he was wounded. And now there's a plague going on in every single province. The plague. It just happens. They don't tell you why. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna go and update these to great harbors. I think they were trade harbors or something like that beforehand. And there where I was like checking on the rise of some fractions over there. And this is where you notice that the Seleucid has 3 ships over there in the middle there. of the Mediterranean. So we'll see what happens with that later on at the end of this episode. All right. Wink, wink, hint, hint. All right. No spoils. So I end up looking at what else I can go ahead and get. I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and keep all my units, or do I want to get rid of some of them. So what I end up doing is just combining them all, and I'm going to go ahead and disband about 2 or 3 of them, I believe. So we end up disbanding this one. And I think I disbanded the elephant one. I'm not too sure on that. No, I don't. Yeah, and then I go ahead and hire some of the Kushite spearmen. Kushite? I think it's Kushite spearmen. And they were really one of the stronger guys. And I think they could throw spears, though, too. They had some javelins. So, yeah, they had ammunition of 2. So they were the better guys to go ahead and pick than the... What are the other ones called? Like some type of levies or something, probably. I don't know. And they weren't too pricey either, I don't think. So we're going to go ahead and end turn. And... There they are trying to move up back to my other cities. So that was kind of causing a little bit of a problem. Now they are basically dancing around me. It looks like it, you know. Bit of a pain in the butt. But... And they have now 2 of them that are playing... ravaging my lands. So I was thinking about moving this guy over here, the army over here, to maybe head more towards Akusum, but they have a whole nother army in there, so they have 3 armies. Aksum. I don't know how they had the ability to make 3 armies. But then again, that's the computer. They have the cheaper buffs and everything like that. And their units are practically nothing a turn. You know, so... Yeah. They can field as many armies as they wish. And it's fair. I guess it makes it a little bit more difficult, you know? It ups the difficulty, I guess, or it's the only way they thought that it could up the difficulty, not making the actual AI smart at any sorts, you know. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the turn, and they're moving along their boats. So, as you've already probably suspected, Seleucids are kind of looking like they're going to attack me at one of these cities, either Alexandria or Parthenon. I just had to stop that adoption there. One of my characters was trying to be adopted, I guess. I'm trying to see if this will harm my army at all. Well, I decide to move in there even further, anyways, and try to get an engagement. But I didn't. At least not this turn, unfortunately. I'm just out of my reach. So close, but yet so far. And then I have a plague going on here, too. So, this guy's going through a plague. I'm trying to move him out of the plague, but I realize it's now in the whole province, so I'm like, oh well. Just leave him in the city. As these guys are about to... It looks like they're about to attack Alexandria, but I do build a army at Parthios. Parthenion? I don't know how you say it. Alright. And we end up recruiting this guy. And I ended up getting a army over here. So just in case if they do attack me over here, so they can't do anything, you know. And I ended up taking that city because I would like to keep that city. And then the Blimmies over there, they're heading up towards taking, it looks like my Athos, my Homos, or whatever the name of the city is. My Hormos. My Hormos. Horrible with pronouncing these names. Anyways, as we see, Seleucids are attacking me, and that's where we're going to go ahead and end this video. So we'll see you guys next time. In the next video, I will actually do this battle. So we'll see that on Monday. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later, alright? Bye-bye.